Understanding and complying with the European Accessibility Act. The European Accessibility Act, EAA, now mandates that a wide range of products and services, including online platforms such as websites and mobile apps, be accessible to individuals with disabilities. Passed into law in 2019, the EAA began being adopted by EU member states in 2022. Businesses providing products and services covered by the EAA have until June 2025 to comply. This includes a monitoring and complaint system, and organizations that fail to meet these accessibility requirements may face penalties, including fines. What industries, products, and services does the European Accessibility Act cover? The EAA applies to commonly used hardware, software, websites, and mobile applications, as well as services across industries such as communication, commerce, finance, education, and transportation. For e-commerce and online services, consumer-facing websites and apps must comply and publish accessibility statements outlining how they meet the EAA's requirements. For retail, all point-of-sale devices, kiosks, and self-service technologies must be accessible. Technology and telecommunications include devices such as computers, mobile phones, and e-readers, as well as their packaging and instructions. With transport and travel, all websites, mobile apps, kiosks, and ticketing systems must be accessible, with requirements extending to global airlines that depart from the EU. All financial services websites, mobile apps, ATMs, and point-of-sale systems are all required to meet EAA standards. With media and communication, all media streaming services, telephony equipment, and apps must provide accessible content and services. Companies selling technology to government or private sectors must ensure their products comply with the EAA, as it will be mandatory in procurement processes. What is the standard for compliance with the European Accessibility Act? Although the EAA focuses on ensuring functionality for people with disabilities, it does not specify exact technical standards. Instead, the EU standard EN 301549 is typically used as the benchmark for compliance, which includes the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, WCAG. What are the requirements for compliance with the European Accessibility Act? Compliance with EN 301549 alone does not guarantee full compliance with the EAA. National laws in EU member states include additional requirements that focus on how accessibility is managed within organizations. Organizations covered by the EAA must disclose the following: functionality information for their products or services, documentation detailing the accessibility specifications of the products, a description of how the product or service meets the EAA's accessibility requirements, contact information for enforcement authorities where users can file complaints. What are the consequences of non-compliance with the European Accessibility Act? The EAA will be enforced through market surveillance conducted by each EU member state. Penalties for non-compliance can be severe and may include fines of up to €3 million, removal of products from the market, or suspension of business operations in the EU. Compliance with the EAA not only ensures legal conformity, but also improves usability and inclusivity for all users, opening up digital platforms to a broader audience. In short, organizations looking to comply with the EAA should focus on ensuring that their digital assets and services align with web accessibility standards and EN 301549. With the right tools and expert guidance, businesses can ensure they meet EAA requirements, avoid penalties, and create a more inclusive digital experience for all users. It's the right thing to do. It's good for business. It's the law. Grackle Docs. Democratizing digital accessibility one step at a time.